To be a content creator or you want to do podcast, I believe you should have a job.
And you're asking them, tell me five top influencers you know, and tell me five top, mentors you know. I bet you they're gonna list 10 influencers.
How many people want to be content creator in Nigeria? What is the statistics of people? What is the statistics of people actually making it?
The algorithms depend on what you are looking for on TikTok. Like for me, I love politics and I go into politics. So that algorithm bring me politics and bring me some things that I did not even know about. Like it opened my eyes.
Coming from like, do we still have those mentorship for our youth?
But you see some parents, they are grounded like, no, you are going to go to school. Even though you want to be a soccer player, but you still have to go to school.
Thank you, everyone. Welcome to Eric Kaleidoscope, and this is your girl Jimmy Scanning, and I have my co-host here. I have Henry, and I also have Jimmy T.
Yes.
And today we're going to be delving into a very great topic today. We're talking about who is actually taking the social media space. Is it the influencers or is it the thought leaders? I mean,
What do you mean top leaders?
the thought leaders,
Okay.
like the mentors.
Okay.
So, who is taking the lead? Is it the social medias? Is it the TikTokers? Is it content creators? We really need to know who is influencing our youth these days, and we are going to be having a huge debate today. And I know some of my co-hosts they really have their own perspective, but for me, I feel like today social media is taking so much of the youth mind today. I mean, we have our kids going on the devices, and I really want us to talk so much about this. And Henry, how do you feel about today's topic?
I feel so. I will chime in something there. Are we talking about social media having impact on our youth, or is social media more important than education? Because that's where I'm standing. Like education versus all this content creator, influencer. I mean, I really want to talk about that.
Jimmy, what do you think?
Well, I mean, from my own perspective, I believe social media plays its own role in their life, and also the mentorship too also has its own role as well. But for me, I feel a little mix of both, not one to the other. But we know that the children of nowadays, they lay towards more on the influencer and all that. So
Is it only children or everybody?
but everybody, even the adults too, because
I think even the adults too.
everybody kind of addicted to social media. Like you wake up in the morning, the first thing you get your phone, like, who texts me on WhatsApp, or you go on Instagram, like what is on the street of Instagram today? I mean, what's going on? Let's see. I mean, like what is the trending topic and all?
Right, right. And one of the things I want us to really talk about today is who is more impactful. Is it the social the influencers, sorry, is it the influencers or the thought leaders? So like, there are days where you're looking at we have some mentors that you're looking up to. You have maybe your pastors, or you have a leader that you're saying, oh,
My mentor.
my mentor is Barack Obama. You're mentioning great leaders like that, or you're looking at, oh, my mentor is a well-known social media influencer. So who do you think is really taking the space right now with
For
our
me,
youth?
I think for me personally, it's still going to be the the mentors, the Barack Obama of this world, the Jeff Bezos. Because for me, I believe those are the guys that create this. Even this social media we're talking about, Jeff Bezos, Twitter, they are the one that put this platform together for everyone to benefit from it. And that is where my argument is coming from. If everybody just want to go on TikTok to dance, I mean, nothing's going to happen in the nearest future. People need to come up with innovation. People need to come up with
Okay, sure.
innovation.
I do understand that, but what I wanted to tell you that you'll be surprised what you get on TikTok. I mean, like I said, like, the algorithms depend on what you are looking for on TikTok. Like for me, I love politics and I go into politics. So that algorithm bring me politics and bring me some things that I did not even know about. Like it opened my eyes. And even if you want to dive into financial, stuff too, it brings those little videos. You learn so much on it. I mean, I am the role of mentorship is okay, but I feel social media to play a huge role on how yeah, believe me, it does. I mean, for me, I'll
So,
speak for myself.
okay, so how many youths of nowadays can you really say they they really know about, apart from, if you call a child today or a youth today and you're asking them, tell me five top influencers you know, and tell me five top, you know, mentors you know, I bet you they're going to list 10 influencers. So I feel, in my own perspective, I feel that the social media is really taking a lot of the youth space.
Yeah.
They're taking a lot of their time, a lot of their mind. They want to wake up every morning and they're going straight on their phones, and they want to, know what's going on the social media space.
Mhm.
And yet some of them are not learning, like you said about the dancing, the dancing. Oh, some people just go on TikTok to dance. And some are also making money. They're also, learning a lot of stuff on the social media.
Mm.
But I really need us to talk about who exactly is what exactly is taking the impact. Is it the youth? I mean, the influencers are really impacting the
Yeah,
lives of the kids. I mean, the
so
youth.
honestly, Jimmy, I will tell
Mhm.
you, I don't think I know today social media is up right there. People can't do without it. People can't. I mean, like, even me, I go on Instagram, I go on TikTok every day,
Mm.
but I just feel a little bit awkward about it. I'm trying. I look at the impact that we're talking about. Is it really an impact? Is it really an impact? Because people will tell you, "Oh, I make money on TikTok. How much are you making? How many people are making that money? How many people? Yeah, I mean, look at the percentage. How many people are making the money?
People are making money.
Oh no, okay.
Well, I
Hold
understand.
listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
10 people using TikTok. The statistics. How many people are really making that money that can pay their bills, that can set them on financial goals?
Got you. Got you.
This social media thing is taking people's time for no reason. I'm telling you, a lot of people today, especially in the in from the part where we come from, Nigeria,
Mhm.
everybody want to do that,
Everybody want to
neglecting the
become a
most important
content
thing.
creator. Of course.
They are neglecting the most important thing, education. They are neglecting it. Mind you, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, the people that owns this platform are smart guys. That's why they're able to bring all this platform together so that people could benefit from it. But by the time you are making it, oh, I want to make TikTok my source of income. I want to make Instagram my source of income. Time they go.
But really,
They should be
I think I'm
targets.
going to disagree, because there are some people that are actually making lots of money on
No, so
social media.
I agree with you, but I'm saying, what is the statistic of those people? Take Nigeria, for example. People, youth that want to be content creator, that want to be influencer today, they're in their millions.
Oh yeah.
They're in their millions that go on Facebook every day. How many are really making it? I was watching one guy, I think about 3 weeks ago. The guy was talking about how much people are making from
On,
creating.
yeah, for
Uh,
content in
and
Nigeria
the guy was saying maybe you're making 200K, 300K. I mean,
every
that's
month
every month.
in Nigeria.
What are you going to do with 300K in Nigeria? That is, I I believe you can invest your time more in things that can give you more
um,
more important things.
okay.
You get what I'm
Then
saying?
I wanted to mention something. Let's see. Why do you think this generation, I mean, lay towards social media?
Yeah, because it's the that is what
Because that's That's
That's the
what's
easy.
trending for them.
I feel that's the easy way.
No, it's not
Because-
easy. People
no.
are just people just get carried away with it.
No, I feel
How
that's
is it
easy.
that how is it the easy
It's
way?
really easy because
It's
creating
not easy.
content is not easy.
You mean it's not easy for you to make a 30 minutes video? Do you know how many
Yeah.
hours it's
yeah.
going to take you?
Yes, yes.
Right.
But guess what? When you tell people to go and go to school, go and learn tech, oh, it's too hard. But this is even taking more time.
Well, they find it enjoyable.
But I think
listen.
it's just fun for them.
yes.
So
It's like
if
you're
you-
doing something that you like.
If we're going
The only-
towards the fun side, that's what I like too. I have
Mhm.
my job, but you
Mhm.
see me, I'll go on Instagram every now and then. I'll
And
make
post
videos,
pictures,
I'll
yeah.
post. I like that. I'm not relying on that to give me money.
Mm.
You understand? That's why my argument is coming from. You cannot rely, like in the United States now, high speed is a top guy when it comes to content. How many high speed do you have in the US?
Now we have Mr. Beast now.
How many Mr. Beast?
We have Ryan. That little Ryan. When
I mean,
that
I'm not-
Ryan was making that money, that little Ryan that was doing toy
Yes, I
review,
heard he
I'm like,
made about something.
did something million
million
last
dollars.
year just on merch and content, the content he creates.
yeah, my argument is still based on the statistics though.
So we still need to talk about the impact this is giving the youth, because now every youth, do we have youth, more youth saying, "I want to be a content." You know that growing up, we have, "I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer.
Now it's
I want to be."
influencing.
That is going
Now
away.
that is going away. Now everybody's like, I think I want to be a digital marketer.
Yeah,
I think I want to be an
influencer.
influencer. I want to be like this person on TikTok. So
Uh-huh.
this is where I'm coming from. Like, do we still have those mentorship for our youth?
Yes. So
But now we're having somebody on social media that already have they've done a lot of body works. Now every woman too wants to be like that.
Like that. Yes.
Do you
yes.
understand?
Uh-huh.
So like this is like it's shaping. Now everybody's being cautious of, oh, I want to be like this influencer. I want to be like this guy. He drives the latest car. He drives this.
The
and
materials that
he's-
even portray of themselves.
So
you
now
started
it-
running
what-
scatter on what you cannot afford because you want to live the life at which you see on the social
on the social media.
and that's the negative impact that I'm talking.
Yes, yes.
So and that is one of the reasons I'm not really buying into it. It might sound hard, but because of my love for social media, I love to be on social media. In fact, part of why this podcast is happening is because of
The
you want
social
people
media
you want people to
presence.
hear your voice. You understand,
Social
Yeah.
media,
which is
presence.
fine. But you see that impact. To me, to be honest, I'm not really seeing it. So it's a
You're not.
it's a
wait,
two
wait.
different words.
Okay, so now we're talking about two different impacts.
Yeah, that
Yes.
So are you talking about the negative impact, the positive impact?
no, the positive impact. The positive impact. I'm not really seeing it. I'm just seeing, honestly, I'm just seeing people. If I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of people wasting their time.
Oh,
No
wow.
way.
No, no,
No way.
no, no.
Really?
No.
No. I would not
say
agree
that
with you.
because
Okay,
No.
okay,
First of all,
okay.
even your podcast.
Let me
Even your podcast is going to be on the social media space.
Yes.
no. So this one, let me put it this way. To have to be a content creator or you want to do podcast, I believe you should have a job.
Oh.
Have a job, then make this a passive.
This is the job.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
This is
Let,
a
let,
job.
let, let me
How many hours have you spent?
let me break this
Do
down.
you get what?
Let,
This together.
okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Job on its own.
No, so that's what I'm saying. If I spent almost 3 hours to put this together, and at the end of the day, I'm making $20 out of it.
No, because you are
No,
doing it
that-
for passion. It's not at this point. It's not about
So-
the money.
So I'm going. Let's put it. I'm going. I think I need to break down my argument a little bit.
Okay.
I need to bring up my argument a little bit. In the US, in UK, does it really make sense? Probably yes, to some degree. But back in Nigeria, I don't see it make sense.
Don't say that.
No, I would say it because the reason why I said I don't see it make sense is I try to figure how many people want to do this, how many people are getting return.
Do you know how many people
I'm
are
making it.
How do you mean? I was in Nigeria. I saw these people now. They
No,
don't.
Which ones did you
no,
see?
maybe it depends on what you're seeing.
Ah,
It depends on what you're seeing. But if you're gonna look at the major people, just the same way we mentioned some people here
Mm-hmm.
that are influencers, and the influencers in Nigeria as well, content creators in Nigeria that are really they are making,
Making
it big
it for
time.
themselves. Like they're
Making
starting
it big time.
gyms.
They really put
no,
themselves out there.
I'm talking about how many people want to be content creator in Nigeria.
Everybody,
What?
everybody.
What is the
Everybody, because
statistics of
they see
people?
people making
What
the
is the
money.
statistics of people actually making it? Like you just said, people want to live that fake life. I mean, they want to portray themselves
Make
as
it to you, make
fake it till you make. Jimmy, a lot of people in Nigeria are not making it. They are wasting their time. I'm not. I'm being serious now.
I totally disagree
Okay.
because I believe that everything has to do with consistency.
And you know,
yes.
and you know one thing again. Do you know one thing again? This the negative impact I can feel from this content creating in Nigeria, social media stuff is killing education.
Well, to some extent, I
Not to
can.
some extent, it's really killing education. Now, you hear people saying on Instagram, education has scam. Education is not scam. Any country that
That
is living out
yes.
education
Mhm.
is going to, I mean, going down. Any nation. I mean, from what you are saying, look, okay, I think tech IT is the only profession that you can do without having a degree.
Yes.
Okay.
Depends on your.
You cannot watch YouTube to become a doctor.
No.
No.
You cannot watch YouTube to become a nurse.
No.
You cannot watch YouTube to become a civil
But
engineer
that
or
YouTube
mechanical engineer.
social media
No,
space.
but that's what I'm saying. So people are neglecting all these important things that make country grow to think dancing or I mean,
I
I,
think
I'm
your algorithm must
On TikTok is
bring
bringing you dancing.
There are a lot of things you can learn.
You know, I stumbled upon while I was I was on the street of TikTok. I stumbled upon there's this book that they were advertising that it said nothing made easy. Like they summarize everything into a book, and you can study it. I mean, you know how textbook can be like it's
but
very
so
broad.
you will study that you go to school.
I'm not saying that you will. I'm just saying the effect at which is making. See, you can also be going to school. You do a little of TikTok. You add that like the one I'm talking about the textbook, summarizing it into something portable that you can learn from. And while you are going to school, you stumble upon that on social media. So social media help you enhance your studying. So
You don't
it
be,
all
you
collaborates
don't
with each
agree with
other.
that?
No, so I think what you are saying is different from what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying, of course, for example, I go to YouTube to learn stuff about my job.
Mm-hmm.
That's an advantage of social media.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is people thinking they want to become an influencer, they want to become a content creator as to going to school. That's where my
Okay,
argument is.
now I get where
That's
you're
where my
coming
argument.
from.
I'm not against the positive things that social media will give you because I benefit from social media as well.
Yep.
I study on YouTube sometimes I sleep 2 p.m. 2 a.m. watching YouTube trying to do some things about my job. That's fine. But the moment I'm saying, oh, education is a scam, I want to I want to be dancing on the street so that I'll get followers. No. And now every youth want to do that.
Yeah, because
That
that's
is
what is trending. I mean,
because
because they see some people
because they see
making
few
it.
people
Yeah.
make it and they think that's what they want to do. That's the negative. That's negativity for me.
However, like they said, like too much of everything is bad. Okay. So we have to like navigate of how, which one you take the good ones, then you don't take the other that it's not
Mhm.
benefiting to
You
whatever
take the one that I
yeah.
mean is impactful
To
positively
you.
to you.
Yes, yes. So we can just say that's the defect of social media.
Defect.
Defect.
Bug.
The
Bug.
bug.
The bug.
The bug
Who's
of
going to
social
fix it?
media. Yeah, yeah.
So
Who's
so
gonna
so so that brings us to now. Let's think about how this is really affecting the economy when with every youth, because I know every youth working, helps the economy to grow. But now everybody is relying on social media and they want to be a content creator, they want to be an influencer. And yet, how is this affecting, how do you think this is affecting the economy of the country, on whichever country, let's say taking the back home, taking that as a use case.
For me, I don't think it's affecting back home. Yeah, even if you make even if you make $5, government will collect their own.
Of course.
There's no how you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So here it's positive for them. If you make like all those guys making millions from it,
They're
the government is taking
from
from them, and that is helping the
economy.
economy.
Mm-hmm.
But back home, when people just collect money, there's no tax reform, there's nothing in plan for government to benefit from. The only thing that maybe they are thinking is, okay, you make money, you buy a house, you go to supermarket to buy stuff.
Mm.
So I don't see any. Again, I'll say it. I don't that impact. I don't. I'm not really feeling that impact.
So
I'm not really
if
feeling it.
right now we all have kids, and your child comes to you and say, "Oh, Dad, I've thought about what I'm going to do with myself. I want to be a social media
No, I'm gonna bet.
influencer.
I'm going to.
I'm
I'm going
gonna
to.
be. I want to
I'm
be a
going.
YouTuber.
I'm going to beg him to.
I'm going to be a YouTuber. Do you know how much YouTubers make?
No, do me. You keep saying how much they're making. How many people are making it? That's what I'm saying.
A lot of
They're
people
not
are
See,
making it.
what
You just
what
have
you
to be
can do
consistent.
for me, I believe you should have a job. That's
Well,
just.
which I'm not despising that.
I believe you should see. I believe you should have a job. That should be by the side.
Mhm.
If it happens, fine. If it doesn't happen, you continue with what you are
What
doing.
you're doing.
You
I-
cannot. I cannot be part of my child decision
Mhm.
not to go to school and say, oh, you want to be a YouTuber. No, I won't. No, I know. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. You have to go to school. If you become a tech guy, or you become a doctor, or you become an
Mhm.
engineer, and then you want to do that, fine. And there's something in the US. The US government, they did something that I really love. So for you to become like a basketballer or
You have to go
to
to.
become NFL player, you have to have a college degree.
Yes.
You cannot. I think it's only like Kobe Bryant and LeBron James that
Mhm.
became professional basketball player without college degree because they are extraordinarily good. But look at how many kids want to play basketball in America. You see them all over everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Yes.
You see them everywhere.
But how many people get
How many
to
how
the
many people
NFL?
get into it?
NFL, yeah.
But if you have your college degree, even if you don't make it, you have something to fall back on.
Back on. Yes.
You
I
understand?
mean, which is a totally, I mean, that one I totally agree with you 100%.
So for the for the influencers, I mean for the youths, who do we blame? Do we blame the influencers for making the youth want to be like them, or we just blame the parents that is allowing the youth to go into social media, the social media space at a very early age and all of that?
I blame the parents.
Why will you blame the parents?
I blame, like, you see what you said. You said if your son wants to say tomorrow that I want to become an influencer, what did you say?
Yeah, but I
You
might I
said
might not
you
I might
persuade
disagree with
him.
him. Yet
It's still the
it's still
side.
it's still it's still decide.
He still decide, but however, at the back of, parents do have some, I mean, influence on their kids. Even though they, like some people, they want to play soccer. You remember, even back in Nigeria, people want to play soccer. Remember, like everybody wants to play soccer.
I want
They don't want to go to school. Everybody just want to be a soccer player because of what they see. But you see some parents, they are grounded, like, no, you are going to go to school.
School.
Even though you want to be a soccer player, but you still have to go to school. You see, you've heard some stories about
Even here, most of the like your grades has to be at a certain.
yeah.
You're not going to be failing in your grades, and you want to do any kind of sport
Even in school,
in
they
school.
tell you
Yeah,
no.
no, you have to be good at your
At sport,
academics,
yes.
and yet before you become an athlete.
So that's why I said, of course, the influencer do have their own, but I will say that the parents who have something, they have, I would say they have the 60% of the blame. If, you know,
I think for me, I'll, it depends though. So if we are going to be talking about, where in the US, the system is really good. You understand? The system makes sense. You can decide to be a YouTuber today, and after a couple of years, you know within yourself that
I'm
on this thing, no, they work. You go learn another thing. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But I think back home, I'll blame the government. I'll blame the government,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll blame the influencer.
Back home. Why are you gonna blame the government?
So the government does not have a good structure for the youth. They are not even investing in things that. So, for example, one of the reasons a Nigerian will tell you that he doesn't want to go to school is I don't want to suffer. They will tell you like even after you finish the school, waiting go
What are
happen.
you gonna
Hmm.
do?
Hmm.
Well,
You understand? I mean,
that's
which is true, but I don't buy into it because I believe with education, the door is really
open.
the door is
You
open.
have different doors.
Anything
Yeah.
can happen. So even if the government is not going to give you job, you still have to go to school, learn. You understand? Do things for yourself. So that's the part where I blame the government. Like they don't have enough. It's like Nigerian government don't have plan for their youths. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I have I have a foundation that I run. And one time I told my team in Nigeria to go and give notebook to the student where the school where I finished my primary school. I saw the pictures. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
My God.
How can I don't even know how people can study
In this
in
condition.
this condition. I don't know. I don't know what the teacher won't even teach them. There's no ceiling everywhere. You understand? So that is the state where Nigerian government have already they failed in that area, and because of that, people are not really buying into it. That's one. The second part is these influencers.
Hmm.
A lot of them, like you said, fake it till you make it. They lie to these youths. You understand?
So that brings us to the fact where we're saying that the influencers have more impact.
Negative.
Negative impact.
Call it out. For me, call
No,
it
no,
out.
you're gonna take your stance. You're saying they have negative impact on the youth,
Yes.
Yes.
and you're saying they have positive impact.
Yeah, I'm saying both. They have both positive and negative. That's where I stand.
You feel that it has a negative impact on the youth, and you feel like you're in between, Jimmy.
Between, yeah.
No, I need you to take a stance.
Oh no. Well, I mean, because I do know that it do have a negative impact, so I'm not gonna deny that. But if you are having to take a stand, I will say I will be for social media.
Harry, yeah, I need this to really be heated. Like I want you to what do you what do you think to what are you saying
I love social media.
to?
I love social media. I'm always on social media, but I think the impact is more negative. The impact it brings,
So you stand with the impact is more negative in Nigeria.
even here, do you know how many things? Okay, even before this social media come, we dey live our life now. we abi,
I
we dey
know.
live.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
People are making it business wise, education wise.
But not as much as now.
What do you mean by that?
But
No, okay, hold on,
now,
hold
no,
on, hold on,
but
hold on, hold on,
now,
hold on, hold on, hold on. You can't say not as much as now because even the social media,
Uh-huh.
the people we do
Uh-huh.
now old generation.
Not be old generation do
Facebook has been
so
around for
he had Facebook when he was at the age of 20.
20.
So with somebody like Zuckerberg, Facebook, you would say that he's not an influencer.
He's not an influencer.
He's not.
No, so what I'm
But he
But
created the
influencers,
platform.
you know those ones that they make
so
it look
Jimmy,
like
this is what I'm saying. If people like Mark,
Mhm.
this guy, what's this guy named?
Elon.
No, Elon
No,
bought
Elon Musk
Twitter. He
he
bought it.
bought Twitter.
Elon is
Yeah.
another beast on his own. If those guys
I don't
didn't
know
come
about
up
that.
with that. No,
Eh,
when I'm talking about, I mean this
It's
in
in
terms of his
another.
idea. Like
Okay.
is Elon Musk idea is crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
That's why he's the
Okay.
richest man in the world now. So
Okay.
you cannot deny that.
Now I get it.
So these guys that we're talking about, these guys in their 40, 45, if they didn't come up with this innovation, what are you going to be? What are you going to do?
Oh, little do you know that there are
Well,
some
it's all
innovation that are
evolving.
coming.
Hmm?
Yes,
It's all
every, yeah.
evolving. Because even now,
So even when you're talking, so after Facebook, Instagram,
It's not that created
X,
it.
yeah, X,
all the
TikTok,
social medias.
TikTok is like a replica of all this.
Yes, but
All this is just the only thing it did was just to modify.
Monetize.
You understand? Modify
yes.
the way the platform looks like. So everything is still
And- and I-
everything still evolves around what Facebook and X
did,
did.
yeah.
You understand? So my argument is if people are not coming up with other innovations, other ideas like that, or that all they want to do is show my shoe. Hey, I'm on GLE 350. I'm dancing.
As I said, that's the algorithms that
No, it's not going this. I'm talking about people are
What
using the
people are
platform.
using
People
to-
are using the platform to make money rather than coming up with different, different ideas.
That's where because there's lots
there
of
are
ideas.
there. Believe me.
You just said it. Just even the same YouTube that you learn from, some watch it to watch, explicit things.
Yes.
So it depends on
Mhm.
what you want to do. It actually depends on what you want to do because the same YouTube that you watch to learn more about your job and all of that you're learning a lot of things. But some people watch it to also do some,
So that's why I'm saying the statistics. The people that are using it to benefit themselves
Mm.
are not as much as people using it wasting their time.
But I feel, I mean, if you look at from 2020 when we had the COVID, that was when the rise in social
In
media,
social media was so high.
the statistics to social media was
Was
so high
high.
because
Mhm.
everybody was home and they were trying to figure out what can we do to keep ourselves busy.
Yes.
So that's why we had the social media. Even a lot of
So
a lot
blame
of
it on
artists
COVID.
that I don't really know.
Blame it on
Then
COVID.
everybody now gets on. In fact, most of the way back home, most of the actors, the actresses, they now do social media, they do the content creating. to
They
also
started
still
content
stay relevant
creating too.
because now everybody is a celebrity
Yeah.
just because they can mount. Yeah.
They can
Mount
mount
the
their
They can mount the
camera.
camera
mount the
and they can,
lights.
and they're making money off it. So now I'm gonna like, why do I need to come?
See that money part you are talking about is my argument.
I
how much
understand.
how much are these people making?
I don't know how much they're making, but I know for a
But
fact.
well, they're
How
making
much?
themselves relevant. Now they are celebrity. It does not matter how much they are making
That is
from
where
that
the influencers
content.
come in because
It's
now
because
that
they
you're
are now
relevant on
public
the space,
figure.
now you have someone say, "Oh, can you advertise my product? I'm going to give you something that is not coming for you before." But here is my own argument. Now you have your child looking up to this person on social media that they don't know. So if this person is wearing a green hair today, they're like, "Oh, my favorite person on social media is wearing green hair. Mom,
I
can I
think
make
I want
my
to
hair
get
green?"
my hair green.
That's where I'm coming from with being impactful with the youth. So unlike when you're like, "Oh, I want you to look at Barack Obama as your mentor." You see Barack Obama wearing suit, you see how he does, and you want to act like him. But no, they are not really looking into that now. That's
It's
old
like
school.
too serious.
Now
That's too
we're
serious.
looking at, look at that guy. He has lots of tattoos on him, and you see the kids, they
Honestly,
want to do these
so
things.
for me, that's not a problem. Honestly, that's not a problem if you know what you are doing as a kid. You understand?
As a
Yeah, I
youth.
get
As a youth, if you know what you are doing as a just like let me give you an example. One day I went to one church. They were having naming ceremony, and the pastor was saying, this baby will be like Obama. And I was telling my wife, Obama don't smoke weed before. Say this pastor know wetin they talk about. Because but even while Obama smoke weed,
It
he
still became.
he know what is that is where I'm coming from. You know what I mean? Like you having tattoo, piercing your hair, that's not my problem. If you know what you are
If
doing,
you have to be brain.
you have to know what you are doing.
So those are the ones that those are the influencers that you feel that you're doing the right thing. But you know there are some influencers that they are also influencing bad kids, bad things on the kids.
No, so back home, let me break down this argument. Back home,
Mm.
you notice that I'm not really talking about here.
Yeah, yeah.
I keep talking about back in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
The people that are looking up to this influencer, they are not getting anything.
In what sense?
Okay, so I don't want to mention him,
Yeah.
but you see an influencer dancing and he has maybe 1 million followers, then everybody want to dance. And while you are dancing, because you are not popular, you are not growing. To me, it's like you are wasting your time. That time you can invest it in something else.
but, but really,
Let me give an example. Let me give an example. Lege Miami started this. I watch Lege Miami all the time. Because sometimes in the midnight, I'll just be laughing.
I know I'm not
And guess what happened? Someone in the US wanted to do the same thing.
Oh.
And that guy that guy is in Houston. When he started, I said, "Kole blow," because you are just trying to copy someone.
Somebody.
No, I don't believe that.
And guess what? That person now is doing another.
No.
Because-
no.
So
No, I don't agree with what you just said because
I'm telling you.
the same thing you're doing right now, that we're doing right now,
Mm-hmm.
we have a lot of people that have done
Doing-
podcasts now.
Yes.
Does that mean it's not going to blow? Does that mean you're not going to get people to watch yours? So I feel that you gave the guy a wrong advice.
I didn't give anybody advice. I'm just
But
like,
you did.
no.
You said you told the guy.
I know. I said I did tell myself. I don't know. I know they follow the guy at all.
Okay.
I just like
Okay.
I saw the content, like, hey, irresponsible. I said this one they copy because
Mhm.
that
That line.
that
belongs
line
to
is
somebody
already
else.
there.
Well, I understand what you're saying.
And after 3 months, the guy stopped it.
Well, he just wanted to stop. He's not being consistent.
It's not being consistent.
Yeah, he's not being consistent.
If it's
Because
his passion, like he really wanted to do,
it,
you just keep at it.
You get there. Like even the legend that you're saying, it didn't just start. It didn't just.
It's been
It
there for
started
a
from somewhere.
while.
You have to get there. Are we there yet? No.
No. Yeah.
You get it.
Okay, me, I just believe that a lot of people go back to school.
Yes.
Yes.
We can't really take school
We
away.
can't take
Go-
that away.
don't back home. Don't start this education is a scam thing and say that I want to be like this influencer. No, go to school, get a job, then do that on the side.
Mhm.
If it happens for you,
It does.
fine.
Mhm.
But you'll be surprised. Most of these top influencers in Nigeria, they are all master's degree holders. They
Some are
went to
even
school.
PhD.
Yeah, and so those influencers, they're already there. I'm talking about people that are looking. See,
looking up to them.
the structure of the country is not helping.
Hmm.
The structure of the country is not helping, and that's why I said people need to go back to school, get something done for themselves, keep that one by the side, and then do this content creating thing on the other side. Because guess what? I'll tell you this. You know this social media thing, this content, it has to do with age, sometimes.
I don't believe that.
All these Gen Z, they will tell you what did they do this month?
No.
No.
So-
I know social media can be
I don't agree.
crazy.
I don't.
The way they will insult you, especially in the comment section.
In the
Oh
comment
my God.
section.
I know.
If you don't have,
You have to have a top
Guts.
skin.
You have to have a soft skin. I know
if
that.
you have a top skin,
Mhm.
you go park on your ring light. if those Gen Z, if they catch you,
I think I watched something else.
I was telling somebody,
My mother.
I was telling somebody one thing today. I remember when this lady started doing content creating, DJ Copy.
Oh, okay.
And you know the father was really supporting and they would dance together. You understand? And I was telling one person like, if now one poor man they dance with in daughter like that, you go to hear see that see person father. see, and that's what I'm saying. You have to, I mean, make it first, then do
Okay,
that by the
so
side.
another
Do
thing,
that by the side.
another thing I can also I want to ask is, do you think influencing and being an intellect can work together?
It's the best.
Yeah.
Being an influencer and also being an intellect.
I think that's the question you're supposed to ask me in the first place. That's the best combination you can have. That's the best combination you can have. You are up there because one thing I believe with smart people is how you can think of doing things. I mean, it's a different ball game.
Brings a new dynamic.
It's a different ball game. There's one guy I watched him today on Twitter. He was talking about when you sleep, your alarm woke you up. The impact your
Of that.
of that on
your brain.
your brain, on your health. I think that guy is a doctor. You understand? And he's an influencer. You
Yeah,
understand?
I mean, I think there are a couple of.
Oh, there are a lot
those
of
too.
yes.
So-
yes.
A lot of doctors that are influencers, and they
Yeah.
tell you,
And they tell you,
like the Dr. Aproko, Aprodico doctor or something.
and they tell
Yeah.
you what, and they tell you things that you gain from. I'm listening to. I don't. People dancing, just dancing around. I don't.
I think Ari has an issue with the dance.
I think so. Because they keep
But
mentioning
don't
that dance.
Every Friday you see
I have
Ari
a job.
dancing.
I'm not dancing
But
to
it's
make money.
Friday.
That dance is not what I'm doing to make money. That's what I'm saying.
So, but still, we have some people that dance that make money off of social media.
Erin will ask you, how much are they making? And what are the statistics of them?
That we have to talk about. I'm more of a statistic person.
How many people are making it in the dancing video that they are doing? I mean, that are dancers, that are influencers. So, well, to that one, I don't know. But however, what I can say is a little bit of the both, like, intellect, influencing, adding it together. It makes the hands meet.
Okay, so I would feel that we need to incorporate and tell more about our youths, our kids, and let them know the impact of social media, the impact of being an influencer, how it can be positively impactful or negatively impactful. What is your own verdict? What do you think? How do you feel? How would you want your child or your youth to really come off with the social media space? Do you want them to be an influencer, or you want them to be mentored by someone that they can look up to, in to grow up
Education wise.
education wise, and also to make
School.
money?
School.
And stop saying that school is a scam, according to Mr. Erin.
And school is not a scam. School is not a scam.
It's not a scam.
All right. This is for today on the Ivory Kaleidoscope. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let us know in the comment section what your own thoughts are on this specific topic. The sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
What you think about this topic, about social media being impactful negatively or the positively, and also who do you think is taking the social media spaces? Are they the influencers or also the thought leaders? Let us know in the comment section, and please subscribe on the channel, and also don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Henry Kaleidoscope, and we'll be signing out today. Thank you so much, Juni and Eri.
Thank you.
So, one thing before we go, I mean, no crucify me. I did use social media. But go school. I dey use social media wella. But my argument is education is not a scam. Go to school, study a very good course, and do social media by the
On
side.
the side, yeah.
All right. On that note, we are out. Thank you for
Thank you
watching.
so much.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.